Good morning, Muscle Car Corner here, bringing you some barn finds and hidden gems. We'll take a look at these vehicles. Wow, look at this 68 Corvette RT 426 convertible. This car is worth restoring. Man, really, the body doesn't look that bad on it, you know? Look at the patina on it. Super cool. You know, it'd take a lot of work, a lot of money to get this car back. But if it's got the original motor somewhere, which I'm sure it doesn't, it's probably a roller, it looks like. It would take you 100K plus to put this car back to where it needs to be, and that's a tough decision to make. Um, Restored, this car is probably in the $1.50 range. If it had, the original motor and it was a low mileage example, it'd be worth a lot more than that. But that's a tough decision to make, to be able to restore it and still make the money on it. It is super rare. I've only seen a handful of them. I think it was a really low number car. 69 Cyclone with a 428 SCJ track pack. Take a look at this Mercury. Wow. 70 Rebel. Kind of a cool car back in the day. Had a neat paint scheme. Not a lot of those made either. They did come with 390s in them. This old 72 Grand Prix SSI Hearst edition. I remember those. It's neat to see them the way they have been sitting wherever they were, barn, whatever. That's what they looked like back in the day. This one right here is an example of it. With Linda Hurst, of course. This one's got some rust on it. This is a car I don't remember, a little AMC SC360. Little performance unit, AMC. They call it the Toad. There's only a handful of those around. There's one that's restored here. It's beautiful. Don't even remember those cars. I talked to a gentleman on this RT Corvette. It's pretty cool. Gold Pontiac. Gold edition. Never did care for that color. 72 heavy Chevy. They were going to restore this heavy Chevy. Found it in the salvage yard. That's a good question for y'all. Is this car worth restoring? You know, you look at it, and that's why it was sitting in the salvage yard. It's super rare. There's the owners at the junkyard. Well, my opinion on this, being in the body shop business and restoration business for many, many moons, very few of these heavy Chevys, and not very many of them were big block cars. This is a northern car. You can tell by all the rust everywhere. Connecticut, it was driven in the snow. But it's not worth restoring. You know, look how hard that frame rail took a hit. It's going to need a frame under it, complete front sheet metal, left door. You know, if I was restoring this car myself, I could do it and still make money on it. But when you got to take it to a shop at $100 an hour, It's going to cost a lot more than what the car is worth. So that's a no-brainer that it's probably never going to be restored. .421 HO tri-power 4-speed 2+2 Catalina. That's a rare car. The body don't look bad on it at all. Look at that motor. That's a nasty motor right there. That Pontiac will rock and roll. It's got a window sticker. 56. Another 421 tri-power Safari wagon. Wow. Look at that. 500 XL. 427 in it. That was a good NASCAR car back in the day. Thing is all original. Well, let's get over here and take a look at Mopar 5150, what they got over here. Wow. Panther Pink. Corvette. This is probably very few of these Corvettes were Panther Pink. What do you think about this car? I think it's cool. Do you need to see him get a motor and get it running? These are Mopar 5150s, CUDAs. We're going to get those boys and we're going to talk about these cars. I'm going to get an interview with them. Talked to Troy last night on it. We'll see if we can get that done. These are two amazing Barnfinds they just found recently. And there's a picture of the car when new with the original owner. Wow. 426 Hemi 71 CUDA. Now that's one car that should be restored. And it will be, I'm sure. Amazing. .426 Hemi. In violet. Plum Crazy. Challenger. Looks to be restorable. Here again, big decisions when you own these cars. Is a car worth restoring? Are we going to be able to make money on it when it's done? If it's one you're going to keep, you don't care really. But, today's prices, what it costs to restore cars is used to be 50 grand, 60 grand. Now it's gone up into the $100,000 range for a concourse restoration. And some cars are worth it, some aren't. So in today's world of taking a car to a collision center, a restoration center, and getting it done, it's a lot of money to restore these cars now. It didn't used to be back in the day. Materials are so high now. All the paint materials, everything it takes to get a car painted, your undercoats and everything else. When you're restoring a car, you want to use the best of the best paint so it lasts. So that being said, it's the question marks are these cars worth restoring? what is it worth when it's completed? You know, look at similar cars and see what the price of the market is on them. So all things you got to do when you're in classic cars, trying to figure out if it's a restorable car and you're going to be able to make money or not. As time goes by, it costs more and more to get these cars restored. And so there's a lot of them. There's going to be a lot more barn finds than you realize due to that. This petty blue Daytona is really neat. It looks like it's in beautiful condition, the body is. There's no rust or anything. Motor's out of it. I wonder what the deal is on this car. I'd like to have this thing. It's from Georgia. Last time it was tagged registration for 74 and 75. I don't know. I believe it's just a Charger and they put the wing and stuff on it, on the front nose. Not positive on that. It states it's a Daytona. Pretty cool. Here's an old Survivor Superbird. It's a 440 car. Beautiful example for restoration. It was a PA car originally. Well, leaving you with barn finds and hidden gems. Pretty cool bunch of cars here. An eclectic mix. Well, we'll go ahead and throw this one. I'm going to do a separate video on this patina V-Code. It's a Hemi car now. But look at the patina on this car. Man, it's cool. It was an original V-Code car, so this car really should be restored, but I'd want to put it back just the way it is here. This paint and everything looks so freaking cool. Here it was when they found it. The days of these old Mopars sitting around like this is pretty rare anymore, so this is a really cool find here. Sherry's Cuda. Look at those big meats up under it. This car is really restorable. It doesn't have any major rust on it. Fender needs to be replaced possibly. A little bit of work here and there, but look at those meats up under the back of that. That is so freaking cool. I love that shot right there. Dollar grabber. Dollar gobbler, excuse me. That's a sweet 70s piece drag racing car. Just super cool. Keystones up under it. Yeah, I love that car. Must Car Corner sign out on these barn finds and hidden gems. If you liked the video, please give me a thumbs up. Please subscribe and tell your friends and family. Sure appreciate y'all.